Okay, this will be a really, really funny one. It's particularly was relevant up until recently due to the coronavirus and the fears that people had of having to self-quarantine or self-isolate if they caught the corona. Dreadful disease, I know, but it's, what can I say? It's annoying the way people were having trouble procuring this stuff and caused a lot of worries for people, much of it unnecessary. But I'm now just going to make something funny out of it. Going to leave that. I must admit, the advertising for this product in the past, at least, when I was watching television regularly, was really, really funny. Especially the ad in 1991 with this product. It was really amusing the way they put that one together. I used to love watching TV ads, and this particular ad I still like. I watched it on YouTube a couple of times, and I'm just going to see what this is. It's quite expensive. Unfortunately, I don't normally like it. But anyway, it's sorbent dunny roll. So yeah, it's just a fucking poo ticket. So I'll just show the top of it, of course. It's a 12-pack. And I think they retail for $9 something for it. And I have yet to see how long the toilet rolls actually last on this product. But I find that products like sorbent or any of those cushiony toilet rolls that are in these multi-packs, they don't last. There's not enough sheets. Whereas on toilet roll like Delsey, because Delsey is a single roll, which people don't like, which is why you can't get it anymore at Coles unless you order it online. But basically, I'm just trying to position this nicely in the B4 area. But basically, most people like these multi-packs because they seem to think it's better value for money. I don't know for sure. I'm not very good with math. I haven't done the adding up or whatever. But basically, I don't like this style of toilet roll. It's expensive, but I normally buy the Coles or the Woolworths brand, which is so much cheaper, but not as luxuriant. Not as luxuriant as this. I have to push it up a bit, but that looks quite nice like that. I'll just push it up. Or maybe I'll leave it like that. Wondering what we're going to do with this. I'm going to leave it like that. But basically, I do prefer the Delsey, which is also wrapped in paper instead of plastic. This is wrapped in plastic, as you know, is not good for the environment. But basically, people don't care anymore about the environment. So I have to fucking just accept that people would prefer the luxury of cushiony, soft dunny roll over the less popular Delsey, because Delsey to me is like the best. I don't know why. Delsey would probably go down as being like sandpaper on some people's derrieres. So basically, or backsides or arses or bums, whatever the slang word for the word bum or arse. But basically, some people don't like scratchy toilet paper, so they buy this cushiony shit, which companies like Sorbent advertise to death, you could say. Now that looks really quite interesting. I'm wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. I'm actually wondering if it's going to be there with the tulip. But basically, yeah, it's like people just don't like this kind of don't like the Delsey brand, which to me is superior because you just get more value for money from it, and it lasts. The rolls do last a lot longer than a typical cushiony fuck up toilet roll. I don't care about the cushiony. I just want fucking a toilet roll that I can just throw in my backpack when I'm going shopping and take home without difficulties, because these big packs really are not convenient. They're okay if you're a rich person and you happen to have a car. They're basically for people who've got cars and money. So they're not for people like me who don't rate any consideration. So, and Coles has stopped selling Delsey, from what I can tell, except online. And only problem is they won't allow you to take any more than one toilet roll. So if you're talking about ordering Delsey, it doesn't matter how big the toilet roll packet is, whether it's a single roll or up to a 36 roll bulk pack. You're not allowed to buy any more than one because of the coronavirus panic buying issue that we've recently had. And basically, you can't do that anymore. So basically, it doesn't make sense to buy the Delsey anymore, even though the roll does last a whole lot longer than something, I suppose. I'm pretty sure sorbent wouldn't last that long. I'm actually thinking it's not the greatest looking demo I'm doing here. Wondering if I could turn it into a negative image for a more interesting impact. But basically, it's just, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's not really looking too good. But I just don't like the fact that it just doesn't have as many sheets on the roll. I do prefer more sheets than fucking. I don't like the cushiony stuff. It doesn't bother my bum. It just bothers me because it's just seen as poncy and sort of silly, luxury, like rich people's silliness. So I'm wondering if I can do a better one. I'm just wondering, because that area is grey. I'm going to try another one. I really want to make a good one out of this. I don't want to make this into a shit demo, folks, if you get my drift. If you want to hear me use that pun, shit. Wondering, I'm going to leave it on copied paper and maybe brighten it up a bit. See how we can go with this. I want to make this a really, really cool demo. I want to make it really, really good. So I'm just going to take my sorbent thingy again, this made up piece. I do like those ripples in the paper, in the plastic showing there. So I'm just going to put that on the glass again and move it around. But basically, I just don't like these multi-packs, these huge, big size multi-packs. And they're so the Coles ones are really cheap. The Coles rolls, if you call it one. But I don't like, as I said, I just don't like these multi-packs. They just don't have it in for me. They don't appeal to me, folks. That looks interesting. It's not quite what I want. I like this little bit there. That looks good. We're going to try it again. But basically, I just object to these big packets. I don't drive. I don't have anyone I can rely upon every day to drive me to the shops and back, or drive me from the shops so I can lug home a huge packet of roll. And I had a try lifting. I tried lifting a Quilton roll of 36 that was available at the time at Aldi, and basically it weighed at least, I don't know how heavy, 5 kilos. It was bloody heavy. It's got that little handle on, they call it a love handle to carry it, but it doesn't give me any love because it's just so fucking heavy. But I don't, good for a person who's got a car and a spouse to help lug it home, put it in the car and then but basically I don't have that kind of luxury of having someone to drive me. So I like to buy things that are convenient and fit into a bag, like a backpack. So we're just going to try that again. So yeah, I'm just not like these so-called normal people. I just don't have that kind of type of personality where I want to just follow the crowd. And I don't like some of the things that are on offer. Like, it's normal to carry a huge toilet roll with a love handle than it is to carry home a single roll of Delsey, which really, to most people, I think it's just a single roll, therefore it's not good enough. So people just object seemingly to the single rolled option. I'm wondering if this is any good, because I can see that looks really quite nice. And that looks interesting. I don't know if it's going to really be the best kind of demo I can do. So I'm wondering if we're going to just, using my intuition here, we're just going to try and use this one. But basically, yeah, I just don't like, that looks good. I just don't like the way people are like that. You know, they just follow convention. The advertising obviously makes people want to buy this multiple roll stuff, multi-packs, whatever you want to call them. I forgot to turn off the zoom when I was doing that, but it's only a slight zoom, only a little bit. But I just don't like all this advertising and shit, and how people just respond to it. You know, they obviously think the love handle on the Quilton is a really good idea, but it's all plastic. I wish we didn't have to buy things in plastic all the time. You know, I wish I could fucking have a choice. You know, at least when I buy Delsey, I know that that's all recycled. The packaging is, if I'm correct, is made out of recycled paper instead of fucking, you know, it's really good for the planet. Everything's paper or cardboard, and it can be easily recycled, whereas this packaging is fucking non-recyclable. I think you can recycle soft plastics, but yeah, I think you can, but it's still inconvenient. You can't just throw it in your fucking bin for collection. You have to take your plastics with you down to the I think Woolworths were accepting soft plastics for recycling. I don't know. I haven't seen any stuff, any signage saying that lately. But it's best not to have plastic at all if you can avoid it. And that's the good thing about buying a product like Delsey, is that you're not using plastic. It's just all recycled materials. I don't know if it's really more expensive than the multi-packs with the short-lived rolls, but I find having 1,000 sheets is really good, and I think it does. I think it's better than even if it's a slightly bit more exy, it's a lot better than this shit. Poo ticket, whatever. So I'm not happy with the way things are at Coles, that they no longer sell Delsey on the shelf. Hopefully after the coronavirus it's run its course and that all the panic buying has totally abated. Well, I saw shelves full of toilet paper today, so I think there's no excuse anymore. Anyway, I think the limits have helped reduce this stupid panic buying shit. But actually that looks quite nice. That's not bad. I think now we can finally call this dunny roll demo quits.